All right, y'all, we're gonna have to do some re-rigging here. We had that, we was fishing that backwater creek, and there really ain't no flow to mount to nothing, and we had broke off over there, so we just rigged a little different. But this is what I'm fixing to do here is my basic rig. And I rig in the winter time. I most of the time rig short leaders, and we're using the, if you can see that good, the Hooker's terminal tackle, and that's the Reaper. That's an 8/0 Reaper. I like the Reaper. It's got the sweep back. It's offset, circle hook, and this is gonna be a, you know, I got this one's going on, and then I'm putting a 10/0 on the other one because I'm gonna put a bigger bait on it. So, and this will have a smaller bait. All you really got to be concerned with is have a big enough hook to get behind the hook or the tooth patch on big fish, and you've also got to be concerned with having a hook big enough to have some point exposed so that you can actually hook a fish and you ain't caught up in the bait. So I use 100-pound leader. That's offshore angler. I don't have any problem with it. I run it on my rods and reels, not the 100. This on these 9-foot rods that I bank fish with, I've just got 30-pound test, and I can get a long cast out of it. So once I use this 100-pound leader, this is how I do my stops. I just tie me a knot just an inch or so above my hook, and I don't dog it down. I just tie it, and it'll get tight on its own. And then I put a bead on it, you see there, just like that. And then I don't use high-end floats. You know, somebody wants to send me some, I'll use them, Demon Dragons and all that. But at these yard sales, you can find these wine corks, all sizes, from small to big. I don't drink wine. I don't drink alcohol at all, but people save them up, and different ones do arts and crafts with them, and I buy them. They'll be $200 or $300 at a time, sometimes for $4 or $5. So that little knot at the bottom stops that bead from sliding down, which stops that float from sliding down, and then your fish ain't biting your float and you're missing your fish. And then at the top, I want my float to stay right where it's at. I don't want this thing far off the bottom, so I tie another knot in it. And it's a 100-pound leader. I ain't never had one to break it because of that knot. So, you know, it's totally up to you. You can do whatever you want to. I do the knotless snail, I guess you call it, on that hook there. And then I tie a 3-way on. And I found this pack of 3-ways. We bought these off of Catfish Connection probably 20 years ago, and I had a bunch left. And I don't get 12 to 16 inches all together this time of year. I keep it float. I want it up off the bottom, but I don't want it very far. And this 100-pound test, I wrap it 4 times, thereabouts, and then I start back up. All right, so I've wrapped it 4 times down. I start up 1, 2, 3. All right, I run it through the eye or not through the eye, but you know, through the opening of the line. And then I cinch it down. And I have never, ever had that even think about coming loose. So, and then I can't stand leaving long tags, so I cut her off, leave it about 3/8 of an inch. Nothing to worry about. We've got I don't know, maybe 16 inches total on that. And then I tie it to my main line. So we get her tied on. I don't do but about 7 twists, go back through the hole, come back through again, cinch her down, cut my tag, and then I buy these duo lock clips off of Temu, and they're big, they're cheap. I open it up, open both sides of it, just like so, and I don't use sinker slides. Every now and then you'll see one on, but very rarely. I hook that duo onto that 3-way, and if I had them with me, and I don't, I'd put an 8-ounce on, but I've got 6s, and I believe they'll lay out there. And if not, I can double up and continue to double up. I mean, I can put 6. See the way this thing's made, I can put a 6. I can put another 6. So there's 12. But I'm gonna start with a 6. I believe it'll lay. This is gonna have a smaller bait, so when that fish takes it, he's got to take it all. He's got to take it all. So there's the complete rig. There's the main line, 30 pound. There's the 3-way swivel. There's the 100-pound leader. There's your little stops. And there's your hook. And so I'm gonna rig me another one just the same way. The only difference is I'm still gonna be using the reaper, but I'm gonna put a 10-aught. Got him laying right here. I'm gonna put that 10-aught on there. That's a good size hook. It's got a really, really good wide gap, and I like it. It'll get in there. It'll stick one, and so all right. I'm gonna get this thing rigged up, and I'll get back with you when we get them in the water.